Good morning and welcome as we continue our daily devotions looking at the letter of Hebrews. Today we're going to be looking at Hebrews chapter 3, and I encourage you to read verses 7 through 19 in full, but I'm going to focus on just two verses, 12 and 13, where it's written, "Take care, brothers, lest there be in any of you an evil, unbelieving heart, leading you to fall away from the living God. But exhort one another every day, as long as it is called today, that none of you may be hardened by the deceitfulness of sin." The title for today's message is "It Gets Easier with Time." I'm sure you've had the experience where you're tackling something for the first time and you're hesitant, maybe nervous about what it's going to be like, how you're going to accomplish this task, and then after you do it once, it becomes easier the second, third, fourth, 50th time that you do it. For example, the roller coaster doesn't seem so scary the 30th time you ride it as maybe it did the first time. Or tackling that class's syllabus. You read through the syllabus on the first day and you thought, how in the world am I going to accomplish everything that's being asked of me? But then towards the end of the semester, or after the class is done, it doesn't seem quite so daunting. Now, unfortunately, stepping into sin, it works the same way. After you make the decision to sin one time, each step away from God's plan becomes a little easier. See, sin is deceitful in that regard. It tricks you into believing that your immediate urge for what feels good and right, it's more important than the eternal joy and blessing that's a part of God's plan for you. And once you make the decision to sin, it gets harder to overcome the temptation in the future. It's easy to fall in the mindset of, I've already done it once, so what does it matter? See, sin hardens our hearts. It tries to drive a wedge between you and Christ. The good news is that God knew sin's deceitfulness. He doesn't leave you to do this life alone. He encourages you to be involved in a community of other believers. See, He wants you and I to encourage one another, to share in Christ, so that we can withstand sin's temptations. See, by sharing our struggles and our victories, our prayers and our praises, we help arm ourselves with a greater protection from sin. In doing this, we keep Christ at the center of our communities and at the center of our lives. And that gets easier with time. Have a great day.